So we made a video a couple of days ago talking about how the playoff race in the East is really heating up, and it's going to be fun to keep an eye on it down the stretch. You've got a bunch of teams fighting for that last wildcard spot, notably Detroit, Washington, the Islanders, Buffalo, and New Jersey. The one team that this hits completely different for compared to all the others, though, is the Buffalo Sabres. Look, we spent plenty of time talking about this on this channel. I don't want to go all the way down this road again, but you know the drill. They're trying to break a 13-year playoff drought, which is one of the longest active streaks in pro sports. Despite trading franchise players, fully rebuilding, even tanking, and getting tons of first and second overall picks, and then also trading some of the players they got with those picks, the drought lives on. It's been death, taxes, and the Sabres missing the playoffs for over a decade now. That's not why I titled this video what I did, though. I mean, Sabres fans, they're used to missing the playoffs at this point. It's that annual second half of the season surge that the Sabres routinely seem to go on. Like, this tweet sums it up perfectly for the Buffalo Sabres. Like, I'm aware Kyle Okposo wasn't one of the top players or leading scorers on this team, so losing him in trade didn't exactly have a massive impact on the ice, but off the ice I'm sure was sizable. I mean, you trade away your veteran captain with a ton of experience, he's known around the league to be a fantastic top-notch person off the ice. He gets traded to Florida, and instead of folding, the Sabres go out and they win 3 games in a row, including dominating 2 of the teams they needed to catch in the Islanders and Red Wings. Those were massive 4-point games for Buffalo, and it brought them right back into the playoff race. Coming into the rematch with Detroit on Saturday, if they would have won, they would have only been 1 point back of the last playoff spot. Instead, you know what happened. Washington and Detroit have been winning. Even though Buffalo dominated Seattle in their last game, they came into yesterday 4 points back at the last spot. Detroit beat Columbus in overtime thanks to the same guy who iced the game against Buffalo a couple days earlier, and he's from Buffalo, so this game in Vancouver got even more important for the Sabres. Coming off a back-to-back, playing against the top team in the league, they battled really hard last night. You gotta respect them for that. Devin Levi played great. Rasmus Dahlin was, well, Rasmus Dahlin. The hockey gods are still getting a kick out of torturing the Sabres, though. When pucks like this are trickling their way in this fashion, and your team loses by 1 goal, all you can do is shake your head. Actually, after this one, I was thinking about the Pedro Pascal meme, and honestly, that's all you can do if you're a Sabres fan. They're not dead in the water by any means, and I know this has been said about this team for years, but it's true. The future looks bright in Buffalo. I mean, Dahlin, Power, Byram, and Samuelson alone on the back end should make you excited. Benson is developing really nicely. You've got Matthew Savoy, or I guess he likes to be known as Matthew Savoy. He's going to be a real player. And then, in my eyes, the brightest spot for the Sabres this year, I think he's their MVP this season. He's been phenomenal in 2024. He looks ready to be a true #1 goaltender now, and that's such a huge positive for the Sabres and their fans. But man, it feels like that was their chance, their opportunity to grab that second wildcard spot, that game against Detroit, and because of how poorly they started the season, they need to win more than a team like Detroit, who won a bunch to start the season. So that game against Vancouver felt like one that they needed to have. Like I said, they're not out of it right now, but they need a lot to go right here. Like, first of all, they need to win a lot, and they need to hope that Washington, Detroit, and the Islanders all suck, basically. Their biggest glimmer of hope has got to be that Washington has a -27 goal differential and the Islanders -23. That usually doesn't happen on genuinely good teams, but that's still such a tall order. You need the stars to really align here, and you need some serious help from a bunch of teams. Everybody that's going to be playing against Washington, the Islanders, and the Red Wings. Let me know how you're feeling, Sabres fans, because, hey, I mean, there's still a lot to like with this team, especially going forward. I just want this playoff drought to be over for that fan base, man. I can't even imagine the people who've been watching this day in, day out for 12, 13 years here. Give me your thoughts, like and subscribe if you're new. I'll see you in the next one. Thank you for watching.